What's up, YouTube? My name is Jamin, and this is Not Too Casual. Now, if you're here for a reason. So make sure you go ahead and like this video right now on your way in. That means right now. And what's that reason you are here today? Because you want to know why. Why are black people so dumb that we can't get voter ID? I'm gonna let you know. I'm also gonna let you know who are the main people that think we are that dumb. But before we do, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you leave your 2 cents down in the comment section so we can have a conversation about why black people are too dumb to get voter ID. Now let me bring this video up because this lady goes straight off. Let's get into it.
Do here is the same thing that was done in the South for decades to prevent people of color from voting.
See, this is where my righteous anger pop up because I know what he's saying is a lie. I live in the South. I've been living in the South my whole life on the Gulf Coast. I go to vote every single time there's an election. And guess what? I show my ID. I write my signature. They check to make sure who I am. I go vote. No problems. Nobody asking me any questions. Nobody making me count the jelly beans in the jar. And quit lumping us in the people of color category. We're black Americans. And we are citizens, and nobody is taking away our right to vote. What they are doing is they're using black people, going back in the past, provoking emotional manipulation, because they know if they say Jim Crow or slavery, black people are going to be like, oh my God, he's right. They're coming against us. This has nothing to do with you, black people. Wake up. People of color he talking about is illegal migrants. They don't have IDs. That's their new voting base. But letting these people use you. I've been having an ID since I was 15 years old. I'm 50 years old. Every black person I know has an ID. You need an ID to drive. You need an ID to go into a club. You need an ID to fly on a plane. You need an ID to go into another country. You need an ID to buy liquor. You need an ID to buy cigarettes. I don't know any black person without an ID. Even the poorest of the poor black people have an ID. JJ down the street that dig in the trash can that I pass by, and he always bothering me about a little bit of money. And when I feeling a little giving, I give him $5. Guess what he do? He go straight into the liquor store and go buy him some liquor. But before he do, he present his ID. So even the homeless man got an ID. Black people, y'all can keep letting these liberals play in y'all face. But Malcolm X warned y'all about these people. They're using you. This is about getting illegal migrants to vote. They don't have an ID. So they don't want any questions whenever they walk in there. They are the Democratic Party new voting base. They are the new slave.
Oh, man, this sister goes straight off, but she's absolutely right. She's spitting straight facts because think about it. There's not a single black person you know that does not know how to get an ID. I've literally seen videos of white people, white liberals who are being street interviewed, and they think that we don't know what a DMV is. They think we don't have enough money to get an ID. And like she said in her rant, you need an ID for anything, everything. When you board that Spirit plane, when you go buying your Hennessy, when you go buying your Black and Miles, 18 and up, but when you're doing so many different things, you need an ID to drive. You need an ID for so many things. So why, with one of the most important things, one of the most important responsibilities of a citizen, which is voting, why wouldn't you need proof of voting, especially in times like this where illegal immigrants are running rampant and they've been let into this country by the tens of millions from the previous administration. And I'm in line with her. They want to get them to vote. There's already states that don't ask for ID when you go vote. How is that even a thing? And then they want to tell us there's no fraud going on. There's a Nick Shirley video. He went out to LA and found a woman who actually registered her dog to vote just to see if she could do it. And she actually was able to vote for her dog. her damn dog voted because they don't ask for no damn ID. Absolutely insane. I don't understand how you would be against it. And mind you, most of the country is for voter ID. There's only a small subsect of liberals who think it's racist or bigoted or whatever ism and phobe word they want to use this week, when it's all just literally about Orange Man bad. Anything he does is bad. Doesn't matter. But let's go ahead and continue. Bring our Black Queen back to the stage and let's finish this. I'm sorry because it looks like the audio isn't synced well, but you hear what she's saying. Let's go.
For instance, if you change, you're a woman who got married and changed your last name, you won't be able to show ID and you'll be discriminated against. If you can't find a birth certificate or a proper ID, you'll be discriminated against.
Well, first of all, that's a lie. I've been married twice. Don't judge me. Divorced and then he died. Now I'm remarried. Now let's get back to it. Both times I presented my birth certificate and photo ID. And then I got a marriage license. I got married. And then if I tarried on getting my name changed, guess what? If I went to vote and I didn't have the right name, all I have to do is bring my marriage license. And we know we got a birth certificate. You know why? Because I needed it to get my marriage license, dummy. Or if you didn't need it, you had to have some type of ID in order to get the marriage license. So you bring both.
Right.
You bring both. And they check it. And they see that the marriage license is your name change. That is just if you just got married at the time of an election. Most of us women, we get married and we handle business. We go ahead and get that new social security card and that new driver's license. Black America.
Do here is the same thing that was.
Sorry about that. She's absolutely right yet again. And I'm sure if I would let her talk more, she would be even more correct on so many more things. But let's talk about the marriage thing, because I brought this up to my wife and she hadn't even heard about it, about the whole, liberal propaganda scares and fear mongering that they try to do. They try to say that the SAVE Act, which is trying to make everyone show proof of citizenship to be able to vote, which they should, because only citizens should be able to vote in their country. She hadn't heard that there's a fear that the liberals are trying to spread, saying that married women won't be able to vote. Are you serious? She thought that was absolutely insane. I'm surprised she hadn't heard about it, because we usually try to stay in tune with these things together. But it's absolutely insane to even try to suggest that. And then, of course, there are absolute airheads that hear this and run with it. I'm like, she's married. We're married. She has not had any difficulty voting at all. She had no problem voting for Donald Trump at all. And she had changed her name not too long before that. You know what happened? Like she said in the video, our young sister here, our auntie here in the video, she said that responsible people, responsible women, we handle business. You go and get the proper paperwork done. You change your name, you show your marriage certificate. In our particular instance, she changed her name before we got married, so she had to just show her paperwork of her name change, birth certificate, blah blah blah, and that's it. No problem. There has literally never been an issue, because there's been requirements for voter ID in other states besides super liberal states like California that don't require you to show an ID. There's been no problem brought up that women that got married had an issue with voting. So why all of a sudden do you think it's going to be an issue now? Come on, man. Like, use your brain, use your common sense. Do you think there would be any type of act, any type of law that would discriminate against about 60 million people plus in the country and prevent women from voting? We're not regressing in that way, no matter how much you try to put it on this administration, thinking that we want to go back in the past. No, we just want to conserve our traditions that kept us and are keeping us the strongest and most profitable and the proudest and the best country in human history. I don't understand how you guys don't know that. All this progressive bullshit is destroying things because you get to a certain point where you have to realize we got it good and we've been fighting for everything and we finally have everything we fought for. Why do you guys not understand that? Now, I want to bring up another video just so I can show you who the people are that think black people are so dumb. And here is a hint. Let me bring this up to the stage, this new video. Here we go. Let's check it out.
He needn't worry because Democrats often show their disdain for black voters and it doesn't seem to hurt their vote. Remember this from New York Governor Kathy Hochul?
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world to open up to all of them because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
Come on, y'all. She literally got up here and said in public, this wasn't even I say this behind closed doors because I'm secretly racist. No, this is exactly what they think of us. For her to go out here and say this, that black kids don't even know the word computer? What? That's not offensive. You know what? It's not offensive because it came from a Democrat. Now, imagine if Donald Trump would have said that. J.D. Vance, Pam Bond, anybody. Imagine if they would have said that. Oh, he's racist. Oh, my God. He hates black people. Gosh, gee, Willikers. Like, how this man he's beyond racist. I can't believe it. Democrats say this shit all the time. We don't hear nothing. Y'all just march down to the poll, tap dance down to the poll. Whatever masters say about us, we don't care because they're going to give us welfare. Food stamps. Don't cut off my food stamps, master. Please give us some breadcrumbs. Oh my God, what am I going to do without your breadcrumbs? We're gonna kick the man out of the house and destroy our nuclear family dynamic as long as we can get some of your breadcrumbs from the table. And they call us the sellouts. They call us the sellouts and the Uncle Toms. When y'all can't see past your nose. Y'all can't see past your nose. Now let's continue because it gets a little bit more racist.
Young kids in the Bronx have never heard of the word computer. She actually said that. She said it. Yes, she did. The only good thing is that did give birth to some black comics having great fun mocking Kathy's racist remarks.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world to open up to all of them because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
It's quite brilliant. And one more.
Kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world to open up to all of them.
And you know what? Saying stupidly racist stuff doesn't even stop you becoming president. Joe Biden is the latest proof of that. Even when he was running for president, he'd say stuff like this.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Yo, he literally pretty much just said black kids are just as talented as white kids. And she cut the clip, but I saw the whole clip and he tried to run it back, stuttering, saying like, oh no, I meant to say this. Like, no, you said what you think. And this old senile man, he's definitely saying what he thinks because his brain has left him. It's running. His brain has a mind of its own. His brain has a mind of its own. It's crazy. And they say this stuff. Remember, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. What? What? Even Obama was out here trying to force us to vote for that Indian woman. The cackling, drunk Indian woman. Come on, man. Think for yourself.
Did you get that? Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids because poor is equivalent to saying black. That's how they see the group that continues to vote overwhelmingly Democrat, more so than any other demographic in America. Yeah, well, except dead people and illegals, of course. Now to Minnesota, the state that has seen unprecedented fraud, billions of dollars defrauded by segments of the Somalian community, and a state that has been at the center of violent protests.
All right, guys, I'm going to cut it right there. Hold on one second. Found one more racist comment from I would possibly say a future Democrat presidential nominee. But let's go ahead and listen to how dumb Gavin Newsom thinks black people are. Let's go ahead and check this one out real quick.
How to relate to every crowd. Here he is in Atlanta with the mayor who happens to be black. So Gavin assumes his SAT score must be terrible.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
That's called the bigotry of low expectations, folks.
Exactly. Somehow Republicans are bigoted because we want to keep our country the way it is and not to become extremely unrecognizable. Democrats have a different type of bigotry. They have the savior complex. And in order to have that complex, you have to think that there are groups of people that are lesser than them. Naturally. This is why they think we don't know what a computer is, don't even know what the word is. This is why they think we don't know where the DMV is. This is why they think we don't have enough money to get an ID. This is why they think that the SAVE Act is racist, because they believe that for some reason our intellect is lower and we are incapable of doing certain things that they are able to do. I've been in situations where white liberals get offended for me and I wasn't even offended. Absolutely blows my mind that they have built this complex so much to where they feel they have to fight for so many different types of groups of people and without asking those groups of people what they really want and need. I'm about to do a video where the white liberal is protesting against Trump attacking Iran. At the same time, Iranians are celebrating and thanking Donald Trump. They need to relinquish this TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, because that's pretty much what it is. They've built Trump to be this terrible, terrible man, terrible person. And anything he does, anything Republicans do pretty much is awful, is bad, to the point to where they are fighting against an act that will require citizens to show proof that they're a citizen in order to vote in their own elections. Anything otherwise means that you are opening the floodgates for pure, unadulterated fraud, deception, and cheating. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Leave your 2 cents down in the comment section. Let me know if you think black people are too dumb to get a voter ID. Until next time, guys, my name is Jamin, and this is Not too casual.